Hi Hampton Primary, my name's Fiona. Welcome back to yoga. It's amazing to be back here with you again this week. Today we're going to be practicing kindness. Kindness is all about being compassionate and loving to all the people and all the living things in our world. Kindness is showing all the people and all the things that you care by the positive words that you say and the positive actions that you show towards them. Kindness is being friendly, kindness is being generous, and kindness is being considerate to all other people and living things. A really, really important person to keep in mind when you're practicing kindness is you. Remembering to talk positively to yourself and not get too hard on yourself if you make a mistake or if you make a little hiccup. Kindness is actually a superpower. It's been scientifically proven that when we act with kindness, it actually makes us feel more positive and more happy, but also the person receiving the kindness. Isn't that amazing? It takes practice though. You can start off small, maybe just a smile to your neighbour across the road, or maybe a really big bear hug showing kindness to someone that you love. Okay, let's get started. Turn your palms to the sky. Let's begin with 3 big deep breaths in together. Hands up, reach up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Couple more like that. Big inhale, reach up, look up, lift up through your spine. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your heart. One more time, biggest breath you can. In through your nose. Out through your nose. Bring your hands down in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Bow forward. Bow all the way forward. We'll start our practice by saying Namaste. Slowly rising up. And we're going to start off in mouse pose today. So sit your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms out in front. And gently rest your head down onto the mat. Have a big stretch out. Creep your fingertips a little bit further forward so you can feel the length in your spine. And allow your bottom to rest heavy back towards your heels. Take a few breaths here. And then one more big, deep inhale. And then as you exhale, push down through your hands. And we're going to come up into cat pose. So really round through your back. And then as you inhale, look up for cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin, scoop your belly in. Back to cat pose. And then we'll tuck the toes under. Push down through your hands and allow your hips to float all the way up and you're in downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath. Have a little wiggle out, have a little pedal out if that feels good. And then we're gently going to lower our knees back towards the mat. Sit your bottom back towards your heels again. So you're untucking your toes and stretching your arms out. We're back in mouse pose. Breathe in deeply, breathe out, push down through your hands, round up through the spine into cat pose. Inhale, stretch your eyes up, cow, and then tuck your chin, scoop your belly in, push down through your hands, back to dog pose. Breathe here, and let's do that together 3 more times, moving a little more quickly now. Lower knees down to the mat. Sit your bottom back towards your heels. Mouse pose. Squeak, little mice. Push down through your hands, round through your spine. Cat pose. Lifting your eyes up. Cow pose. Tuck your chin, scoop your belly in, tuck your toes. Downward dog. Good. Gently lower knees to the mat. Sit your hips back towards your heels, mouse pose. 2 more times through. Breathe in And then as you breathe out, rounding up through your back, cat pose, meow, cow pose, moo. Coming back through cat, tuck your toes into dog pose. One more time through, lower your knees down. Little tiny mouse. Round up, cat pose, meow. Cow pose, moo. Back through cat. And finishing off in downward dog. Stay here for a breath. And then slowly tippy-toe your feet towards your hands back towards your feet. And we'll just hang in a forward fold. Keep a little bend in your knees, especially if you're feeling any pulling in your hamstrings. And then push down through your feet and slowly unravel your spine. Reach your hands up nice and tall, make yourself as long as you can. Look up to your hands and then bring hands down in front of your heart. Beautiful. Okay. Bring your feet to hip width apart. We're going to reach our hands up. Look up to your hands if you can and start reaching up from side to side. I call this one cherry picking pose. Reach up nice and tall. Reach from side to side and pretend that you're picking some beautiful fresh fruit. Your favourite fruit off a tree. Maybe it's cherries, apples, plums, peaches. Keep reaching side to side. And then taking a break. Interlink your thumbs over your head. Breathe in and reach up nice and tall. And then when you exhale, we're going to tip over to the right side. And now you're turning yourself into a big crescent moon. Good. Reach back up. And then we'll go the other way. Take a breath in. And then over to the left side. Turning yourself into a big giant moon. So good. And then reaching up. And then give your arms a little bit of a break. From here, we're going to step our feet wide. Let's bring hands up overhead again. And this time, we're going to sweep the floor. Speaking of kindness, I wonder if this is something you could help your parents with at home, doing some sweeping while you're at home. Let's reach up and then bend over, sweep the floor. Reach up and sweep. Few more like this. Reach up and sweep. Reach, sweep the floor. Reach and sweep. Two more times. Reach up tall, sweep the floor. Reach and sweep. Reach up high. Good. And then give your arms a little break. We're going to do some twisty lunges next. So with this one, it's really important to make sure that your knees and your toes are pointing in the same direction. So bring arms out wide, and what we'll do first is twist over to the right, and we'll take left hand down to the right foot, and then come up again and swap over, go the other way. So just be careful with your knees. We're going to be really careful and kind to our body as we move through our practice. We don't want to hurt anything just for the sake of yoga. So keep moving with your lunge. If you're beginning to feel warmer, maybe you can lunge down a little deeper and twist a little further. So let's do a couple more each way. 1, 2, 1, 2, and taking a break there. Give your arms a break. Next, we're going to step our feet around about hip width apart and then interlink fingers and reach your palms forward. A little bit more twisting now. Stay up nice and tall, take a breath in, and then we're going to twist around to the right, breath out, back to center. Breath in, twist around to the left, breath out, back to center. So keep moving, twisting side to side, and just move with your breath. Just waking up our spine. So good. Let's step our left foot behind and bring your feet so they're hip width apart. So pretend that your feet are on train tracks. We don't want them on a tightrope because that gets really wobbly. So bring your feet and pretend that you're standing on train tracks. And then we're going to bring our hands up overhead. Breathe in, make your spine nice and tall. And then when you breathe out, we're gently dropping the back knee down and bending the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dipping the back knee down, bending your elbows. So a couple more like this. 3, 2, and 1. Then reach your hands up. Bring our hands in front of your chest, and we'll step the left foot in to meet the right. Take a breath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time, stepping your right foot back. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Hands up overhead, breath in. And then we're going to bend elbows and dip the back knee. So they're like lunges, dipping down and then reaching up. 4 more to go. Dip and reach. 3 more. Dip and reach. Dip and reach up tall. Last one. Cactus arms. Dip and reach. Hands back to your chest and step your back foot in to meet the front foot. So one way we can be really kind to ourselves and look after ourselves is to engage in some exercise, some movement every day, maybe some mindful movement like yoga, like we're doing today. And that's absolutely fabulous for making us feel positive and making us feel happy. Right now, we're going to move on to some kindness breathing. So start with your palms together in front of your chest. And when we breathe in, we're going to separate our hands and fill up our lungs, fill up our whole body with kindness and say, I am kind. And when we breathe out, we're going to push that kindness out to everyone and everything in the world. Good. Breathe in, I am kind. Breathe out, I send it out to the world. Keep going, hands at heart. Breathe in, I am kind. Breathe out, I send it out to the world. Breathe in, I am kind. I send it out to the world. Let's do this 3 more times. Breathe in, really expand your lungs like a big balloon. Fill up with kindness. Breathe out, I send it out to the world. Breathe in, I am kind. Fill up. Breathe out, send it out to the world. Last one, hands at heart. Breathe in. Breathe out, send that kindness right out to the world. Fabulous, so good. Next we're going to do some sun salutations. So we did these last week, but this week I'm adding on a song that you might know called the Hokey Pokey. Well, it sounds like the Hokey Pokey. Let's get going. Come up to the top of your mat. It starts like this. Reach your hands up high, so big stretch. Reach your hands down low, fold forward. Look up to the sky, hands on chins. Then step back and lower slow. So right back to plank, and then lower down. Rise on up to cobra. This is definitely my favourite pose. Then push back to downward dog. Jump up and start again. Reach your hands up high, reach your hands down low. Look up to the sky, step back and lower slow. So remember, with your plank you can come down via your knees or all the way down in a nice straight line. Rise on up to cobra. Then push back to downward dog. Jump up up and start again. 2 more. Reach your hands up high, reach your hands down low. Look up to the sky, step back and lower slow. Rise on up to cobra. Then push back to downward dog. Jump up and start again. Last one. Reach your hands up high, hands down low. Look up to the sky, step back and lower slow. Rise on up to cobra. Then push back to downward dog. Jump up and that's the end. Okay, next we're going to do a little bit of balancing, some warrior poses as well. So let's see how we go. We'll start by bringing hands in front of the chest, feet hip width apart. Lost one of my microphones. And let's bring the right knee in towards the chest. See how you go balancing. If it's getting too wobbly, you could always touch your toe down on the mat and then just slowly begin to lift it off. Otherwise, knee as close in towards your chest as you can, and then we'll reach the arms out at shoulder height. Take a breath in, and then when you breathe out, tip at your hips, and we're moving into superhero pose. You might remember at the start of the class, I talked about kindness being a superpower. And now you're a real live superhero, beaming your kindness down upon the world below you, watching everyone down on the ground below, being kind and sending their kindness out to others. Keep flying, keep sending your kindness out. One more breath, and then gently step back. And we're going to move from a kindness superhero into a kindness warrior. Find your beautiful, strong, kind warrior. And from here, you're sending that kindness out and seeing kindness shoot out over the top of your middle fingers. Keep breathing. Take a big deep breath in. And from kindness warrior, we're going to gently straighten our front leg. Keep our arms expanded out wide, tip at the hips, and we're going to move into triangle pose. So a big stretch out for the front leg. You can look up towards your hand if you like. One more breath, and then come back into your kindness warrior. And then into triangle pose. Back into the kindness warrior. And triangle pose. One more time. Good, kindness warrior. Then bring your hands to your heart and just gently step your right foot in to meet your left foot. So same thing on the other side. Starting off with the balance, left knee in towards the chest, see how you go. If you get the wobbles, that's completely fine. Don't be too tough on yourself, be kind to yourself. Just come in and start again, practice again. Then we're bringing arms out at shoulder height, tipping the hips. And you've turned yourself right into a fabulous, flying, kind superhero. So fly out over the world, sending your kindness out, another breath or so. And then gently step back. And we'll turn into kindness warriors on the other side. So you've got a really deep bend in the front knee, even weight between your feet. And you're seeing all that loving kindness shoot out from the center of your heart, right over the top of your fingertips. Stay here for another breath. And then with your next breath in, stretch. Good. And then 2 more times through. So go from kindness warrior into triangle. 1 more time. Kindness warrior, deep bend in the front knee. And into triangle pose. Last time, kindness warrior. And then we'll bring our hands in front of our chest. Step the back foot in to meet the front foot. Okay, time to make our way down onto the mat. Let's do this through a balance. See how you go. Reach your hands up really high. Make your spine nice and long. Bring your feet to hip width apart and let's rise up onto our toes. And then from here, stay on your toes as best you can. Bend your knees and start sending your bottom down towards your heels. You can get wobbly. See if you can get all the way down. And then release your hands. Come onto your bottom and we'll have a little rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. Just giving the spine a nice massage. Just a couple, whatever feels good for you. And then, time for a little bit of core work. Okay, so we're going to bring our shins parallel to the floor. Bring your hands to interlink behind your head. We're going to inhale to lift head, neck and shoulders up off the mat. And then when you exhale, bring your right elbow over to your left knee and let your right leg go long. And then we just swap over. So these are yoga bicycles. So you're just moving and twisting, seeing if you can keep head, neck and shoulders up off the mat as you go. So let's keep going. If you need a break, of course you're going to be really kind to yourself and take a little break. But if you can keep going, that's also amazing. So let's take 2 more on each side. Great. And when you're done, releasing head, neck and shoulders down. Release your arms alongside your body, feet flat down onto the mat. A few bridge poses. So have your toes pointing in the same direction as your knees, hands alongside your body, and then push down into your feet, squeeze your bottom to lift your hips up off the mat, and then roll your way back down. Let's do 2 more like that. Push down through your feet, hips up towards the sky, big squeeze for your bottom, and then rolling back down 1 more time. Last bridge. Push down through your feet, hips to the sky, and slowly lowering back. Really good. Let's do a twist. So we're going to extend our left leg long, draw right knee in towards your chest, and then bring your arms out at shoulder height. We're going to take our right knee over our body, so we're coming into a twist. So right knee goes over towards your left hand, and with this one, just your shoulders and the backs of your hips so that your back can stay flat on the mat. Hopefully you're feeling a really nice twist through your spine. You might feel some extra space on the right side of your rib cage. Stay here for 1 more breath. And slowly come back onto your back. And we'll swap that over and do that the other way. So this time the left knee stays bent, the right leg goes long. And we're bringing the left knee over towards the right hand. So make sure you're coming into a twist. And then just adjust your body so it feels good through your body and you can feel the spot in your spine where that stretch and twist is happening and it feels good for your spine. And then just breathe here. So just 2 or 3 breaths. legs anywhere really. It can be on your thighs. If you've got more flexibility, maybe you can hold your calves or maybe even your ankles. So just stay here in like a giant teardrop position. Try and breathe naturally. 2 more breaths. And then take 1 more big deep breath in. And then when you exhale, release your hands from your legs and slowly legs down toward the mat, arms up and overhead. 1 final big stretch out. 1 final big kindness breath. And then relax your arms alongside your body. It's time for relaxation. So make any wriggles and adjustments that you need so that you can be completely still in your relaxation. Take the time to notice how your breath's flowing. Feel the sensation of the back of your body against your mat or the carpet at home. And let's finish off with a kindness relaxation. Bring into your mind right now someone in your life, someone that you know that would benefit from some more kindness coming their way. So just take the time to let that person float into your mind. And from here, as you breathe in and say the words inside your mind, I am kind. And then as you breathe out, I send kindness to whoever your special person is. So as you breathe in, see the letters that form the word I am kind. Breathe out, I send kindness to my special person. So keep going just like this. Staying focused and mindful in your relaxation. Repeating the words or the mantra, I am kind. I send my kindness to whoever your special person is. Continuing on, breathing naturally and repeating your words of kindness. Do this for 3 more inhales and exhales. So 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale, I am kind. Exhale, I send my kindness to whoever your special person is. When you're done with your 3 breaths, gently begin to wake yourself up. Maybe a little roll of your head side to side. upright seated position. Thank you so much for joining me again for this kindness yoga practice. I'll see you next time. Be kind.